I have been holding on to this information for so long. I'm about to fucking burst. If you watch a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer that has a lot of love and respect and time for indie horror games, whether it be Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Domplays, Cub Scouts, Gab Smolders, coryxkenshin, you are likely familiar with a developer named Puppet Combo. They've made Murder House, which was the game with the killer Easter Bunny, Power Drill Massacre, Nun Massacre. They've had quite a presence on this channel as well. And Puppet Combo is probably the single best indie horror developer out there. They've also published Bloodwash and Night at the Gates of Hell, if you're familiar with those. And they've been working on a game since 2018 called Stay Out of the House. And it was actually been on my wish list since the middle of January. Shortly after I started this channel, I played a couple other games. I played Night Shift on this channel, which is a playable prologue slash teaser, and I added it to my wish list. And then some serendipitous shit started happening. On June 30th, Puppet Combo was looking for someone with a southern accent who can improvise some unhinged religious ranting. Personally, I don't hear it, although apparently people outside of my area that don't live within my area can immediately detect a southern accent when I speak. So I decided to give it a shot, and I stated my intentions of doing so using this gif of Greg Miller at a keyboard. I chose him because we're both Kojima stans, and I do vaguely resemble his before picture. Now, there was a similar casting call tweet done about a month prior to that, I believe. I submitted for it, didn't hear back, so I almost didn't submit this, but about 2 days later, I decided to go for it, gave it a shot, did about, it was roughly 20 seconds, and I just sent it off, and I was thinking, well, at least I can say I tried. Well, 10 days later, I'm not sure if he wants his name out there because I can't find him online, so I don't know how private he is, but basically the guy from the casting department emailed me 10 days later saying he wanted to offer me a spot in the game. And for those of you that have played the Patreon alpha version, he sent me a clip from the scene during the prologue, not Night Shift, but like the actual prologue part, where there's a preacher in the on the radio. He didn't say it in these exact words, but he basically asked for an amalgamation between what I sent and what was in that clip, 3 to 5 minutes long. I was like, oh, okay. I was expecting a script, like in the event that I did get it. But basically, within 1 or 2 days, I sent back, I think it was like 3 minutes and 15 seconds. The recording's still on my phone, although you can hear it in the game if you want to. He said it was great. He loved it. And from there, I just did all the boring paperwork, like, like, hey, you're allowed to use this recording, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, all that was finalized by about the middle of July. About 2 months ago, I got the confirmation saying that, like, everything's wrapped up. We're good to go. I'll be getting a key to download on Steam, which I just took advantage of about 2 hours ago. And yeah, here we are. And bear in mind, I have not yet had a chance to play this myself, although I did catch a VOD of a YouTube live stream. I guess this guy went live as soon as he got it. And it turns out I'm not actually in the clip in the car that I was sent in the email. I'm actually the guy on the TV in the kitchen in the house. Now I'm not now the image on the TV is not of me, but the audio coming from it is of me. So if you're in the kitchen, which, you know, here's a picture if you're not familiar, although if you've played any version of this game, you know what I'm talking about because I don't think it's possible to escape without going through the kitchen. Like, too many vital things require you to intersect through there. So yeah, I'm not in the prologue, but once you find yourself in the kitchen, once you're done shitting yourself in fear for like all the anxiety that area brings, just know I'm the guy on the TV. So if anyone from Puppet Combo does somehow find this video, I want to thank you so much for including me in this game. It's always been a dream of mine to be in a video game. Although whenever I did dream of it growing up, I didn't anticipate it being a game that would make me just void my bowels like every 2 minutes. But whatever, like life happens. But in all seriousness, it is a great honor for me. And just to see my name in credits like this, and also that's not my legal first name, so I think it's all chill. It really was surreal for me. Even though I have not yet had a chance to play it. And as far as that goes, I don't know if I'm going to stream it or do a recording because long story short, I'm getting older. I have scoliosis, and also this office chair costs $50. Don't do that to yourself. You get what you pay for. So, meaning that my back has not been too kind to me whenever I'm using this chair. And when I record, I usually get up and walk around like whenever I can. Like when I did the poop killer video, after each game, I'll get up and walk around for a couple of minutes. So I don't know what I'll be doing as far as that goes, but I'll definitely be doing something. Yeah, so that's all as far as this goes. It was so hard holding on to this information because, like, as soon as I got the okay that the recording I sent, the 3 minute one was good, I was like, when can I talk about this? And they're like, best practice is to wait for release. And I'm like, because it was so hard not to talk about. But it's good to finally let this out, and I look forward to seeing people be thoroughly terrified while I'm screaming about random religious shit in the background. Uh, this is truly surreal, and yeah, that's all for today's episode of Pops Arcade. The next video I do, whenever that is, will likely be either a stream or part one of a playthrough of Stay Out of the House. If I record, I'll likely do night shifts separate. And yeah, that's all, and thank you so much.